I would like to discuss a few things first. So our opponents, the affirmative side, have not delivered a solvency, which means they haven't they haven't provided a solution to what they claim is a broken system. Like, they talk about all the rights that PAS people should have, or mentally ill or terminally ill people should have, but they don't offer a solution to fix the broken system. Like, we understand that there's a small number of states to get a role model from, but that doesn't. But you can gather a solution from a small role model, even though it's small. It's better than nothing. What the second affirmative was talking about, when he talked about physician shopping, he said it was true, which helps our debate because when he says they have to wait 15 days, it seems irrelevant that he had to bring up that there's a 15-day wait. And what difference does 15 days mean to wait for a PAS? They can just, someone terminally ill can just opt for something legal, like these alternatives. According to Ryan Anderson from the Heritage Foundation, there are these alternatives, which are: for the depressed and suffering, individuals with true compassion and solidarity will be enough to help them. Because when you're depressed, all you really need is some motivational support. And a lot of those people who opt for PAS, they don't get a lot of emotional support. So they opt for it, feeling burdensome and lonely. For those in physical pain management and palliative medicine, which manages their symptoms. And for those who have death that are imminent, hospice care, which gives the same compassion and solidarity that depressed people would have. We usually get that too with hospice care and fellowship. So there's no relevance to the fact that he says he can wait 15 days for a second physician's consultation, because they can take legal alternatives instead, which valuably seem more appealing. When he talks about the case about this woman whose daughter, Mrs. Shinney, about her daughter coercing her to physician-assisted suicide, he helps her because he proves that there really was no choice. She really had no choice in being assisted by a physician to die. And another claim that the previous affirmative side spoke first, that my partner focused on, was the prices. Like, my partner said that the prices were extremely expensive, but she didn't offer any example of prices, so I have prices. So in 2012, the liquid form of pentobarbital was $500 until 2012, when the European Union put an embargo on American drug products for being used for capital punishment. It increased to $15,000 to $25,000, which makes the price for PAS even more expensive. And that's not the only drug that increased. They actually increased other drugs like the secobarbital, also increased into the thousands range. And that supports our argument that only a small percentage of people can afford these things, and that not everyone has has healthcare. The secondary affirmative said that sometimes individuals do not have a choice because of this competence clause. Well, there's a competence clause that my colleague didn't actually say, I said that. In Margaret Doe's article about that states choice is an illusion. Patients who opt for pass don't really have choice and control. And one of the things she talked about was that patients can have an informed decision, but they don't have any. That the doctors and the physicians don't have to tell them any options for cure. In addition to that, a person obtaining the lethal dose is required to prove that they are capable or have the capacity. And sometimes having to prove that doesn't mean you can speak to the physician or the person or to the doctor who will give you the drug. A person can actually speak for you, and it doesn't have to be a family member. It can be any stranger. So why should that be legal? If anyone can tell a physician that you should die by a drug. Another disadvantage of their argument is that suicide may be a big problem, but stating no solution does nothing. We understand that suicide can be gruesome, especially to those without past and only have depression. Like, I know it's hard for people with depression to cope with things, and they may want to have physician-assisted suicide, but they're denied it because PAS is more than proven discriminatory. PAS also increases mental illness.
You're out of time.